With No More Tire Changers. We're live today at the BMW RA Rally in Athens, Ohio, and I'm going to demonstrate our Cycle Hill tire changer. It's our CH100. It's been running since 2009. We've had some different versions of this. This is the new HD, which we came out, which is an interchangeable set of parts, so you can upgrade this into a classic or other configurations. This newer model, it's got heavier frame arms on it. It's got a 2 square tubing rather than the old 1x2, so it's going to clamp your wheel more rigid. Originally, this changer was designed only for dirt bikes and ATVs. With the more rigid frame arms, you can still do the dirt bikes, heavy cruisers, ATVs, and probably sport bikes. If you're going to do heavy wheels, we are still going to recommend one of our changers with an overhead arm to support the center post a little more securely when you're dealing with super rigid tire carcass. The bead braking on this is done at ground level. The unit comes with a ATV style T. It's a steel paddle. We do have an accessory scratch-proof T, which if you want to protect your rims, I do recommend the scratch-proof T. This is going to be used with the center post. The center post can either be plugged into the socket or can slide into the breaker arm assembly. We're going to set this aside. So the wheel, and then we'll get to the Posi Clamps. So the Posi Clamps drop into the peg holes. They have screw adjustments. You'll see a scale. Scale on this changer is 10 through 21, unless on a big wheel you reverse it and crank that out. You can actually clamp a 23-inch wheel with all the Posi Clamps turned, reversed, and backed out. But in this case, we're going to use them like so. So you notice there's a groove in the pin. That groove, so when this is under load, it can't pull out of the peg hole. So when you clamp your wheel, they're not all going to pop out. And we're going to dial 2 of the Posi Clamps in, and we're going to use a ratchet on the last. And notice on this particular wheel, our Posi Clamps are not all in the same position. They don't have to be symmetrical. Wheels are going to vary. The wheel I'm going to use here it's actually a K1300. I think it's an RS wheel. It's an older wheel, but it has a really shallow drop center, and we like using this to show a more difficult situation. I'm going to let the air out. Remove the floor. So do be sure you let the air out. We're going to lay the wheel on the platen block, and normally I would have a scratch-proof T here, but I'm going to be super careful not to scratch that. So we're going to break the bead in various points. So I'll turn that, rotate it, bring it down, loosen it, and then we're going to flip it over. And this wheel has a very shallow drop center. Bought this wheel years ago. We had a customer who swore it was impossible to change the tire on it, so we just had to prove that. All right, now the bead's broken, and you have some adjustments on this too. I could have had this up a pinhole, so usually you're going to use it in the top 2 holes. Swing that out of the way. I'm going to push the rim into the spools, and these are our new tall spools. They come standard on the Posi Clamps. You can purchase shorter ones if you're just going to do dirt bikes with spoons, maybe you don't want that loose of a fit. Into 2 of the spools. I think I have to move this in one hole. Don't be afraid to tighten your wheel a lot. Don't use an impact. People will over travel these with an impact, not realize it, and bend the Posi clamp. But don't be afraid to tighten it. Be sure that your rim is actually in the center of the spool, not on the bottom. Really tighten that. Those spools season after time, and they actually grip better than when they're brand new. I'm pretty confident that that's a good clamp. You're going to use the spray. The spray is a diluted form of the paste, which you're going to get the bottle with your bar and changer. You want to jet this down in that drop center. And then you'll see the demount tip. You don't want the steel to ever touch the rim. And if you're ever leaving dents up here in the bar, you're using it wrong. So you'll always be pivoting the bar on the rim when the rim is in this area right here, never up here. So I'm actually gonna slide this around, create a pocket, turn the bar, but I'm not gonna jack this in yet. I'll mess this up. I gotta push the other side of the rim, of the tire down in the rim. Keep pushing that down. Pull this all the way up and then lay it over. And we can drop our center post in. And on a center post, if you have a bearing wheel, just drop a loose post, a smaller post in. It comes with 3. So it doesn't have to be a tight fit. You're going to pivot on this low. You're not going to raise this up unless you have a rotor. You want to pivot as low as you can. Take the first half off. Nice thing about this, you don't have an arm in your way. You can lift this up, catch that, hook it on the tip, turn it, bring it down, hold the tire, pull the bar, remove the tire. Okay. Now we're going to take our tire lube paste. I have next to me over here. I got some on my fingers. We're going to lube the drop center of the rim. It's all the middle area, all the way around. You're going to get it on this edge, and on your tire, you're going to lube the inside, and a little bit around here, and put a little here. One tip on this, lube your tire the day before. Our tire lube paste is a rubber lubricant. It's going to moisturize that. It's going to go on a whole lot easier than dry. So getting the first half on, I just push it. And on this rim, it's a super shallow drop center. So it is going to take some effort, but it goes on. And then we have the demount bar 2-prong end. Be sure your handle is almost flat. You just want enough space for your fingers to fit between the handle and the tire. Don't raise it up here, don't pull it back here. I see a lot of other people making videos and this is all whacked out. We don't recommend that. Just do it the way we show you and you'll get some great results. The yellow thing tool points in toward the center. If you're going to take it off, relieve the tire and take it off. Don't rip it off. It's a rubber coating. You can mess it up. It'll last a lot longer if you just treat that tool a little bit better. Now I'm going to push the bar with my hip. So, oh, it's so low. That tire changer is so low. They're used to other ones that are up high. The benefit of this height is that the average person can squash the tire down without a lot of strain in their elbow, so you can push it straight down. You got to push the tire down, way down, people that have trouble, don't push it down far enough. You gotta squash it. So I'm gonna start pushing the bar with my hip, maintaining the handle, and my left hand is gonna squash this down. And you'll see as I preload the bar, the tire's going really far down in there. The shallower the drop center of the rim, the more that's gonna be evident like that. If your rim slips a little bit, don't worry about it. Just tighten it up a little bit more. It's not gonna scratch anything. Put the second half on and you're done. Relieve the tire, take off the yellow thing tool. And you can unclamp your wheel, put the core back in, air it up. And it's super simple like that. All of our changers operate the same way. The classic model is going to give you an overhead arm, hold your tools a little bit more conveniently. We give you a tool collar with the option of holding your lube, extra hand clamps, yellow thing. Also, it supports the center post, so you're not having to reach around. Our spoon bar collar, designed to carry the spoon bars, as well as hold the first spoon bar for you when you're dealing with other tires like we're showing in some of the videos. So hope you enjoyed this, hope it's helpful. If you do have any questions, you can call us at 636-326-5999. It's No More Tire Changers, nomoreTireChanger.com.